5 months from today, the election will just be over, and we could have a new government. We could have the status quo. Who knows what we're going to have? Nick Nanos is going to give us a snapshot of what it looks like right now. Liberals, you may want to avert your eyes along with the NDP. Nick, let's bring in the horse race right off the bat. The parties, we've got the Liberals still falling down, the Greens still rising up, and everyone else basically flatlined.
Exactly. You know, right now, Don, in the Nanos tracking, if there was an election held today, we're probably looking at a conservative minority government led by Andrew Scheer, assuming that he can govern with seats in the House. So, you know, what we have are the Conservatives right now in the driver's seat and the Liberals basically back on their heels. And also those New Democrat numbers are not good. So, you know, it's going to be a very tumultuous, topsy-turvy, volatile summer and election. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, and we'll have to wait and see.
I know. Well, I guess, you know, they do talk a little bit. Elizabeth May's mused about the idea of the Greens supporting the Liberals, so that even if Scheer has more seats, those two would gang up and presumably take them down. But the one thing I want to point out from looking at the next graphic we're looking at is Justin Trudeau's popularity is below that of his party. I don't think I've seen that before.
Exactly. You know, the thing is that when we ask Canadians, you know, who they think would make the best prime minister, Justin Trudeau's numbers have been trending down. You have to remember, Don, he's been in the 40s and 50s for a big part of his mandate. And right now, for all intents and purposes, he's numerically behind Andrew Scheer. It's a statistical tie from a polling perspective, so it's not good for the incumbent prime minister of the day to be in a tie right now.
But I just can't get over that the figure in Elizabeth May's Green Party, Elizabeth May or Jagmeet Singh. My goodness, Elizabeth May is now outside the margin of error, ahead of Jagmeet Singh. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Exactly. You know, the thing is, it's going to be interesting to see whether the Greens can stay on the political menu as an alternative. So they've obviously had a good period. Their ballot numbers are good nationally compared to the last election. Elizabeth May's leadership numbers are good right now. And for more than 1 week, she's kind of the third choice as the person Canadians would prefer as prime minister. Maybe when they're kind of hanging out this summer, they'll say, yeah, how about those Green folks? Maybe we can consider them as a happy alternative to the other mainstream parties. I
will go to the next one, because if the Liberals haven't had enough bad news already, they're not going to like this next graphic at all. Preferred, like the qualities of a good political leader. Look at the history there, Nick. I mean, they've never had the red, does not, ahead of the green, which says he does have the qualities of a good leader.
Exactly. And we're not talking about political parties, Don. We're talking about positive versus negative sentiment. Justin Trudeau has usually been a big draw for the Liberals, with many more Canadians thinking that he has the qualities of a good political leader compared to not. You know, fast forward now, he has a net negative draw of about 5 percentage points. And what it means is that there's no political coattails for Justin Trudeau right now. And if you look at that trend line, Don, way back, you can see that there was another time when those two lines, the negative and the positive, met, and that was when the Conservatives were hammering Justin Trudeau on the nice hair ads just before the last federal election. It speaks to the fact that not only has he erased the equity that he's built up, the negative trajectory continues for Justin Trudeau, even though the national ballot numbers for the Liberals are stabilizing.
So he's having a really bad hair day now. All right, let's switch over to Andrew Scheer. Good news for him, basically, but you're seeing a cautionary note there as well.
Yeah. Well, overall good news, because he has a net positive draw. Canadians are more likely to think that he has a positive. He's good on the leadership front rather than not good. But the thing is, check out the unsure. Unsure has been on decline, and the proportion of Canadians that think that he does not have the qualities of a good political leader have been on the rise over the last number of weeks. Perhaps Andrew Scheer is not necessarily benefiting as much as he would like, and that Canadians are starting to be polarized in terms of Andrew Scheer and what type of political leader that he is. It could be part of that hard edge that he's been showing in the last few weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see. Not a big win for him, but he's still a net positive draw.
All right, let's see how this goes. Nick Nanos, 5 months from today, we'll find out if you are showing prophecy, or who knows what you'll be. Maybe you'll be much different numbers by then. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.